About set for baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Astros and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 New York Yankees.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Masahiro Tanaka gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Didi Gregorius has established himself as one of the finest defensive shortstops in the league. His range, well, is a deadly weapon. Instincts are second to none. That makes him the complete shortstop.
Jose Altuve makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Altuve.
And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 105.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Tanaka's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
Set to deal on 2-2. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
Well, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. First batter of the game, he's all over this pitch, and Lines it to center field for a leadoff single to get things started.
Striding into the box, George Springer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Nobody out, runner on first. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Pitch swung on and missed the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
And with the light rain falling the way it is here at game time, if you're a speed threat, a slick field can really work to your advantage. It's tough to make the plays out there on the infield. Hit the ball on the ground and run, but it's not going to help you if you don't put the ball in play.
Carlos Correa steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
It's a 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Smokes this one into deep center field. Hicks going back, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Here's Carlos Gomez.
Center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
2 out, nobody on. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Luis Valbuena set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And he'll get back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away. And another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Simple throw over there.
And yet another throw over. And the runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And again a throw, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now from Yankee Stadium. It's now 2-0 Houston. With that, it's down Yankees. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Dallas Keuchel is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he was the Cy Young Award winner in the American League last year. He had a great season and really dominated from start to finish. He's hoping to make it back-to-back awards this year.
With a moment now, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we've got a Gold Glover on the mound. Very athletic, very agile. What that does is that'll take away the bunts from the other ball club. They know that he's going to be able to field his position well, so they probably stay away from him.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Gardner.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Oh, and he botches it. He'll take the turn and head for second. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7.
Carlos Beltran.
Ready now, Carlos Beltran, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rasmus has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Catcher, Ryan McCann.
Brian McCann settles into the box for his first chance. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rasmus on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this will get the runner up to third with 2 away, but it looked like it might have had a chance to get down initially. Good job to run it down out there in the alley.
The cleanup hitter, Alex Rodriguez, gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. They're still down. It's 2-0. Luis Valbuena makes his way to the plate. He'll get us.
They jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Tanaka gets the sign. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
That's inside. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
2-0 pitch on the way. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He already walked one guy in the first inning. Now he's in danger of losing the leadoff guy here in the second.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Batting 7, designated hitter.
Let's check the grip on that last split-fingered pitch. You can see how wide his fingers get across the top of the baseball, and that's what gives it the backspin needed to be effective.
Stepping in now, Preston Tucker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. Gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
John Singleton into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on opening day after this. Mark Teixeira strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Lays off 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Ground ball right side. There is Altuve, and he's retired here, 1 away.
And you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spot, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Starlin Castro will get his first cuts here. Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Rasmus, still going back. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo home run off the bat of Starlin Castro. And the Yankees are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Take a look here at where the catcher's going to set up. Now, that pitch was supposed to wind up down and away, but this is just a total miss in location. Comes right back over the heart of the plate, and that's why that baseball is a souvenir right now.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Here's Chase Headley. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Didi Gregorius takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bat. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out with the man at first. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The Yankees claw back a bit thanks to the home run. We've played 2. It's the Astros 2 and the Yankees 1. Jason Castro steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on.
Now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Jose Altuve will stand in now. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. Tanaka pauses. First pitch on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, from 1-1, now you miss with 2 straight. You've got to be extra sure now that this is in the strike zone so you don't put a second guy on base to start this inning.
3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. And as it's just opening day, we've got plenty more baseball coming up as we take a look at our upcoming schedule. George Springer is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. The run scores from second. It's now 3-1. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Colby Rasmus comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Rasmus is retired. 2 down now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Here's Carlos Gomez. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 3-1 Houston. Leading off the inning, Brett Gardner, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Oh, and that's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Here's Carlos Beltran, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
The windup and the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Third inning here, 3-1 our score. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Oh, high, deep. That is a long home run. A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran. Career home run number 393. And the Yankees have cut it to a 3-2 score now.
Well, this place has a reputation as being a launching pad, and it ain't hard to see why. That's already 3 balls that have left the yard so far, and I would doubt sincerely that'll be the last.
The catcher, number 34, Ryan McCann.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Next for the Yankees.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Into the box, Alex Rodriguez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fastball called for strike two. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The Yankees do get one on the solo homer. We're through 3 in the Bronx. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Luis Valbuena is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Third baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Preston Tucker comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
0-1's the count.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
And that splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
Hit out towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, first baseman, John Singleton.
John Singleton is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Tanaka into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike two. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full, 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. That's smoked, but right into the shift. Gloved by Castro. And way too much on the throw as it's over the head of Teixeira.
And it goes without saying, but how well this team plays defensively is going to say a lot about how they fare this year. They made it a big priority in spring training, so you hate to see them start making errors here on opening day.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1. Five runs, 5 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
George Springer will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Just keeping an eye on him.
First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. One and 0 pitch on the way. Look out, 2-0 now.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
And he swings right through it there. 2-1. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. A runner on first with 2 away. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back.
Keeping him close.
Another throw over. And he'll dive back in safely. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
And now on 0-2, you got to show you still got some life up there. You can't just lay down for him.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 5-2 Houston. Mark Teixeira is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Into the windup and the pitch. Too high, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
It just overmatched him there. It's a 1-2 fastball, and this is right by him. Absolutely no contest.
Here's Starlin Castro. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
0-1 count and the pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Fourth inning here, already a 5-2 score. Push to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's Chase Headley. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Ready with the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runners on first with 1 down. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And with a runner on first, you better have a catcher that you can rely on if you're going to bounce a changeup on an 0-2 count. Luckily, he does.
And Headley's able to lay off there. He's got it back to 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Two and two count. Here it comes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third is Castro on his way home. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Swing and a liner. Foul. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. One out and a runner on second base. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Valbuena is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
And that's high for a ball. 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Up high, 2-1 now.
And now he'll have a good hitter's count here to try and pick up a 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
That's all about picking up your teammate there. The guy before him pops up and can't get the run home, so he's up there saying, hey, don't worry, I got it. He knocks in the 2-out RBI.
Brett Gardner steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You know, pitching coaches preach throwing first pitch strikes, and he's done that around 70% of the time today. So that's one of the reasons he's not doing well.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes for the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Here's Carlos Beltran, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4 full. The Astros lead it 5-4. Carlos Correa heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
Got him out. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Colby Rasmus strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Tanaka sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Tap foul at home plate. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Carlos Gomez will be next. Swing and a miss at the splitter, 3-1, and it's 3-2 now. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, even though he walks him here, that's not really a terrible pitch. I don't think it's a strike, but it's definitely a pitch you'll get a lot of guys to wave at. Sometimes it's okay to keep trying to get guys to chase on 3 and 2.
Here's Carlos Gomez as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike one.
That rain is really coming down now. That's as hard as it's been all afternoon.
The 0-1 on its way. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
One and one, here it comes. Sinker is right there for a called strike two.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
And I think this rain is definitely complicating matters out there. It's really coming down over the past 5 minutes or so. You know, when you're out there blinking and trying to keep the water out of your eyes and the rain's dripping off of your helmet, it's making your grip really slick. It's a tough situation for any hitter to be in, and it's no picnic for the pitcher out there either. But he was the strong one in this case and won this battle.
Luis Valbuena will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here. Two out with the man at first. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros leave 1. They lead it 5-4. Brian McCann will step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Swing hard liner to left center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Alex Rodriguez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
On his way to pitch number 75. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a liner. Foul. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Rasmus. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. These guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
One away, and the dangerous Mark Teixeira stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch on its way, and that misses, ball 1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
So striding in, Starlin Castro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Out in front of it, strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the tying run comes around to score from second, and he is in there. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate, so 1 run's across, but the second one is cut down trying to score.
On the money.
Into the box, Chase Headley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And now, with him really starting to labor out there, I think he just wants to get out of this 5th inning.
And even if he does, that might be the last we see of him.
Here it comes, 1-0. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Springer, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run home run for Chase Headley, and they take a 7-5 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Dan Straley is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here's Didi Gregorius. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Well, the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. 3 runs already home here. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
2 strikes.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the throw from Gomez will not be in time as he's in there safe at third base.
Good job there at keeping the inning alive. The runner on first gets a head start with the 3-2 count and 2 away, so it's an easy decision to keep on going around second. He makes it into third easily.
Brett Gardner will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Yanked into the... Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 7-5. Preston Tucker steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
He just keeps getting himself into trouble out there. Here's another guy that you've got to make swing the bat.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-1 on its way. Softly hit toward the hole. And that one started to take off on him a bit, but Teixeira is able to climb the ladder and pull it down for the first out.
Well, it's definitely a tale of 2 extremes so far as you check out his line. A lot of strikeouts, that's the good news. But a lot of other crooked numbers are up there, too.
John Singleton will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Jason Castro will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-5. Carlos Beltran will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First offering on its way. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Brian McCann gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. I mean, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
In now, Alex Rodriguez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Hit to first. Singleton is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're still up 7-5. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Vinny Pistano is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Jose Altuve, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready with the 0-2. Tapped out in front of home. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
George Springer stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Up and in for ball 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Not close. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
High pop up. Castro is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Oh, and a gift right there. I mean, he falls behind the guy 3-0 and then gets him to pop it up. That'll be a big sigh of relief out there on the mound.
Now in the box, Carlos Correa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Pitch on the way. Hit hard to short. Gregorius is there. And a low throw, but he's able to look this one right into the old breadbasket as he hangs on to end the inning. As we go to break, another look at a throw nicely handled at first. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Mark Teixeira.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. In there, 1-2 now. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard down the line. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th. And a good at-bat on 3 and 2 as he finishes it with a leadoff double.
You can see where the third baseman is set up here to start the play. He's well off the line with the left-handed hitter up there, so he has no shot at knocking this ball down as it heads to the corner for what will turn out to be a stand-up double.
Starlin Castro will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He records his first double of the year here on opening day. No one out with a runner at second. Hard hit ball to second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And that's just a really nice job right there. After the leadoff double, I don't care who the next guy is, he has to, at the very least, make a productive out. And that's a good job right there as he gets his man to third, now with just 1 out.
Chase Headley will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
That evens it up 1-1. One out and a runner on third. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and Headley's retired here, 2 away.
Now, looking ahead, you wonder if maybe he'll get one more shot at the cycle. Might need a little help, but it's not over for him yet.
Didi Gregorius strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Two outs here with a runner at third. And it's quickly 0-2. Count. Here's the pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. They lead it 7-5. Andrew Miller is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 48, Andrew Miller.
Colby Rasmus will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
The 3-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Swing and a miss much too early, and that makes it a full count. And a good take there will nut him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Carlos Gomez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's ready now. The pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now. From the stretch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Has a look. Now the pitch. Still 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
And here's where you really need to take a deep breath and throw your best pitch out there. In a game like this, you can't afford to lose this guy and put runners on first and second with nobody out.
Hot shot on the ground to short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
You know, sometimes you just give up. You get to the point after so many pitches that you don't want to walk them, so you end up throwing him a fastball right down the middle. But any guy with a bat in his hands can be dangerous in that spot, so he wins the battle.
Luis Valbuena will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. So now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Preston Tucker. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
And he lays off there, 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Here comes the 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
John Singleton steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Evan Gattis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Long throw to the plate. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, a good job of bailing out his 2 teammates before him who couldn't get that run in. He comes through with 2 away to finally get the job done.
Dylan Betances will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Dylan Betances.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Looking to minimize the damage here. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Batanzas sets. 1-2 on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Yankees 7 and the Astros 6. Evan Gattis will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 11, Evan Gattis.
Aaron Hicks ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Will Harris is here on opening day. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On the ground up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator's going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Gardner. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Here it comes. And there's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
One out, nobody on. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Hit to short. Correa takes it in. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And that's what speed does. Just a little ground ball here, but he's hustling all the way and beats it out for an infield single.
Carlos Beltran is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. In there at the knees, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
All right, now you've just seen two straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with two strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Runner at first here, one man out. Comes set, now the pitch. Runner's off for second. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. On the ground to the left side. Altuve for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More from the Bronx after this. Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Jose Altuve, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by one. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
The right fielder, number 4.
That's a huge leadoff single as he's the tying run down there at first. Look how excited he is. Man, he's fired up.
George Springer comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Calling for it, Headley. He's got it one away.
A big first out there. That keeps the tying run anchored at first, and that's important because it's still going to take an extra base hit to get him home.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Carlos Correa. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And a dive, but he's back in. Chapman's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Ball one. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Here it comes on 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely.
Just checking.
1-2, here it comes. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Well, any thought he might have had about getting a double play went out the window when he kicks this thing. But at least credit him for being able to compose himself in time to get the out at first.
Colby Rasmus strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Now here's a swing and a miss, and the Astros are down to their final strike now.
You can see the way he releases that ball well over on the first base side of the mound. That's what makes that slider so tough on left-handed hitters.
And now the runner's trying for third. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the Yankee Stadium crowd. 52,000 plus on their feet. And the runner's breaking for third. Line to the right side. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Oh, that is just straight gas on the final pitch. 100 miles an hour as he comes in to finish this one off.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, little doubt that the big gentleman right here, Chase Headley. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 7-6. So long from the Bronx.
Our final night score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 7 runs on 15 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Astros, 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Masahiro Tanaka. His record is now 1-0. The save goes to Aroldis Chapman, his first. The loss goes to Dallas Keuchel. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.